Assalamualaikum and good evening. We are Gamers Merchant from Group 4. Today we will be interviewing Stacy's company, Necorific, and our group members are me, Faikal, our group leader, Rosario Izwan, and Aisha Nadia. Now I will pass it to Rosario for the interviewing session.
Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to Madam Rosinda. My name is Rosarif, the CEO of Game Inspection, and today we have a special guest with us. We have Chizi Ling, also known as Stacy, from the company called Necorific, for our interviewee for social entrepreneur. So, hello, Stacy. How are you today?
Hi everyone. My name is just call me Stacy. Apparently things are doing fine recently. Well, yeah. And let's just introduce a bit about myself. Well, my name is Cheesy Ling. Well, people usually just call me Stacy. And I'm currently taking Bachelor in Games Design and Animation in MSU. And I I had an internship once back in diploma. I was doing graphic as a graphic designer in this this company called My Prospect in Bangsar.
Okay.
That if you say that's work experience, yeah, that's the only work experience I have right now. Mm, and I think last year I did help do the commission of a stationery shop nearby my house to help them to make a picture for them to do their the calendar where they have the horses yang gantung kat dinding tu, that one.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
And
Uh,
then so yeah, that's the thing I did so far. And yeah, so yeah, I think that's all I can introduce myself.
all right. Okay. So we have a few question listed here. One of which is introduce yourself, which you did. All right. So the next question that I would like to ask is, uh, how do you think education and work experience will shape your attitude to start a social enterprise?
Well, actually, in terms of education, well, we can actually learn on how to shape up our skills to make a product. For example, I'm making stickers for my shop. So the basic skills I need is drawing because that's the main thing in stickers, obviously.
Yeah.
And yeah, education is important on that point. And education actually let me know more on business organization stuff, like how to organize business and stuff.
All right.
And like for example, the NPU subject, like you guys know, is entrepreneurial skills. So we all
Mm-hmm,
took that.
mm-hmm.
It gives like like a general knowledge on starting a business. So yeah, that's how I get the point on starting a business.
All right. Okay.
And as for work experience, I did mention I did graphic designer and some little designs commission.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually helps to like shape up your work ethic, to discipline yourself, to catch the time deadlines and all.
Mm-hmm.
So I can use that as a relationship, a little relation to how I'm working as an entrepreneur right now, because like I have to do designs even more frequently, and sometimes I need to keep track on the Shopee orders anytime, like 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's why discipline is very important.
All right. Okay. A random question. Was it your intention on creating this sort of business, or did you do it because you wanted to? Is it one of your hobbies to do it, or are you doing it the purpose of getting some financial?
At first, actually, I didn't even think of starting a business because me myself, I'm not interested in business. But
Okay.
in terms because like since until the age of 21 right now, and I have a mind that, oh, I need to start working and start getting incomes. So this is how I start this business to get my pocket money. And like being independent, and yeah, and it's considered mixing up with my hobbies and work as well. So yeah.
All right. So basically, it's not your plan on starting a business.
Yeah,
It's
it was
just
an
came out.
unexpected plan.
Ah, okay. All right. Okay. So, any of your parents, relative, or close friends are involved in your social entrepreneur activities?
Well, my parents and my younger sister did help me in terms of like in terms of counting the cost, mostly on financial calculation on the business. And sometimes there maybe I get their ideas and opinions to like how to organize everything in this business. So I think that's all
Okay.
from the.
What about close friends? Did they have any interaction with the social enterprise?
They actually help me like share around their friends, like
Mm,
acting as a publicity to share out my business, so it let people know that actually this company exists.
mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Um. Okay. So last question about you and your business. Are you work? Do you work alone, or do you have any staff members or any friends that help you creating the stickers or sending out the stickers?
In terms of creating the stickers, I did it myself, and the cutting as well. Basically the whole process of making the stickers is myself. And because like in and then in terms of like sending out the parcels, I got help from my dad because I didn't I couldn't drive, so he's the only transport in the family. So yeah.
All right.
And oh,
All right. Okay. Thank you. Next, I'm gonna ask you. When you start the social enterprise business, what is your motivation? What makes you feel like, okay, I'm gonna sell this to help this? What makes you start it?
mm, it's like how it started. Like I see a lot of news on related. Let's just relate with the recent limited time event that I currently putting on my Shopee store.
Mm-hmm.
Like the I did a fundraising for this animal shelter called My Pets Heaven. Actually, this one is, let's just say I see a lot of animal abusing cases and abandonment in the social media, and then even in my housing area, there's a lot of stray cats and dogs. That's why I started feel like, oh, I should do something to this. So the only, I mean, the bare minimum effort that I can do, which which is donating the funds. I mean, collect the funds to donate to this animal shelter. So yeah.
All right. Okay. That's good to know. Um, so in your social enterprise business, what organization that you think that will help you start and grow your business?
If you say organization, I would prefer like more to social media, like um app, because I use Shopee to put my business on operation, and Instagram as my main publicity tool to actually like share the items available, the process of making something in the Instagram so that people would see. Very easy.
All
So
right.
yeah, I
Okay. So the last question for this category. What are the challenges that what are the challenges for you when you start doing your business and such, especially during this time in BKP?
Mm, well, it is a main challenge to collect funds for this current event. Because usually, if you see back in the days, like people actually just open a booth, like for example, open a booth in MSU just and then to shout out, and people would just come and see what you're selling, and then you can just get the profits from there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since it's PKP, this is impossible because we're not even in there. So, and yeah, Shopee did help a lot. So I just say this problem is solved by that, and then the let's just say financial costing on the model. Like to start a business, you might need a certain amount of models to start it up. Like you need to buy your tools, materials. So
Yeah.
those are challenging. Well, I uh, I solved this challenge by using the funds I got from MSU's academic reward back in diploma. So actually, that course is exactly covered my module for business.
Ah, all
So
right. That's good to know.
and one thing, it's transportation. That's one problem here, because my dad needs to go work, and then he sometimes when he came back for the day, and the let's just say the drop off points are sometimes closed early, right? So that's kind of difficult for me. Like it will cause the shipments to delay on something. So yeah.
All right. So, do you have any solution in mind for that difficult situation?
For that one, I couldn't find any resolutions, because if I were to wanted to like get my license, it's impossible recently because it's PKP. So yeah, that I still need to rely on my dad on that. So
All right. Okay. Thank you. So before we conclude the session of this Q&A, I would like to ask the final question. If you would if you would like to start a social enterprise, what society problem that you would recommend others to start? Like for example, you start off your fund because of the animal abuse news and such in your social medias, right? So for others entrepreneurs out there, what is your recommendation of
well,
society problem?
actually, if my business were to go and maybe able to expand, I would like suggesting on maybe create special fundings in terms for educational funding to those who are actually urban poor or maybe orphans, because right now, let's just say nowadays education is very crucial. Yeah, and and education is actually, it's an important element in part of their life. So to gain knowledge and stuff, and this knowledge can actually carry it to future when they grown up. So it is important to raise a fund for this educational purpose for them.
All right, thank you for that, Miss Stacy. Okay, now I would like to ask our team member Faikal Kiste and Aisha Nadia. Despite on what uh, Stacy have said and answering the question, do you have any extra question that we'd like to ask our special guests?
I think the question you asked is already enough. I don't know what to ask.
All right, okay. So with that, we conclude the session of Q&A. So thank you so much, Stacy, for joining us in this Q&A. Thank you for
Wait,
giving us your time.
clarify something I forgot.
Okay, all right, sure.
Let me just take a little 2 seconds, I think, just to promote this
All right,
event. the
All right, Ken.
fundraising I mentioned just now. So actually, it's part of the community service subject from MPU. And this event is teamed with me, Zoe, Anis, and Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
So four of us are actually like really eager to collect more funds for them. So
All right.
maybe you can share a bit about our infos.
All right, Ken, no problem. Okay, no problem. So, to everyone that's watching this, you can support our entrepreneur here, Stacy, by going to Shopee and search Necorific, which is going to show up in the screen right now. You can go there and purchase some stickers that have been made by Stacy and help her support the fundraising activities to help the animal abuse.
So that is all from our Q&A session. Thank you, Stacy, Faikal, and Rosarif. So, what did we learn from Stacy's social business enterprise? We learned that while she's doing an online sticker business in Shopee, she also collects funds from the community in order to stop this animal abuse that is still happening to this day. We hope that her business will put a stop to this animal cruelty before it continues to grow even bigger to the human generation and provide excellent care and show love to the animal around us. But before we end the video, we'd like to show a promotional video created by Stacy regarding her business fund for the animal abuse.
During this time of pandemic, a lot of animals has been abandoned by their owner due to fear of their animal contracting and also unable to provide food and other necessities for their pets. In the article published by World of Buzz, pet abandonment cases in Malaysia have surged by 300% as a result of the movement control order during the pandemic in Malaysia. Well, other than abandonment issues, Malaysia also suffers from animal cruelty. According to the ASEAN Post, 30% rise in the number of reported animal abusing cases across the country from 510 in the year 2017 to 662 in the year 2018.
To combat this problem, the first thing that needs to be done is to rescue the stray animals from neglect and abuse. Secondly is to treat the animals that were injured or ill during the rescue. This ensures the animals would be healthy when they get released or adopted. Lastly, after the animals are rescued and treated, those who do not have owners are given the chance to be adopted, and those who are abandoned are rehomed.
Therefore, to support a good cause, we are conducting a fundraising event towards My Pets Heaven, which located in Setia Alam. Well, this animal shelter provides the help on stray animals around the area. To conclude this, our mission is to give animals a second chance to have a better and healthy life in Malaysia.